Ladies and gentlemen, this is Salamander, and you are watching eXtv. I'm here with Stabby, and we're going to be casting the UGC Highlander All-Stars match with some absolutely stellar names from this season of Highlander. Thank you so much for tuning in, by the way, to eXtv. We know you have a choice of streams this evening, and we're so happy to have you here. So Stabby, we're gonna have to be waiting a little while, I assume. These guys they're not on the server yet. We're not quite ready to go, so we got some time to kill.
Excellent. Let's slaughter some time.
We will slaughter it handily. First off, I got to ask you, how did you think your season went as a spy?
My season personally, or my team?
Well, personally first. We'll get the team later.
Well, I was happy with it. We won our matches. My teammates, gave me positive feedback, and that's really what matters to me. So,
did you perfect any new trick stabs this season?
I got the old strafe and snap down pretty well. That's what I landed the most this season. People are getting used to those stair stabs, but they don't expect the stabs from the front. So
those are the worst. Those are absolutely the worst, by the way.
Yeah, people get mad. They do, but that gives you an advantage, the psychological advantage.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right. No comment there. No, I mean, obviously, from your end, the stab looks more or less legit, right? Or is that just one where it totally isn't legit and even you know it?
No. Well, all right. So my next video is going to be all about backstab registration. plug.
All right.
So it registers server side. So actually, what we're seeing on the Source TV is the most accurate. Both the spy and the victim are not seeing quite exactly what happens. It'll look better from the spy's perspective, and a lot worse from the victim's perspective, and perfect from Source TV.
Huh, okay.
Just because Source TV is server side, we're just seeing what happens on the server, whereas both the players' views are lag compensated.
Okay, yeah. All right, that makes a lot of sense. Don't you love
kind of.
Don't you love the speed of light, ladies and gentlemen? It's just wonderful. Couldn't it be a little faster? Anyway,
right?
So the Syndicate, you guys had a pretty good season last season, or so I heard.
Yeah. We lost a round in the finals.
Oh man,
that was it. We were really hoping to go without losing a map, and it was a crushing win. The finals, but we were all really excited, and we're mad at Valve for not getting our medals yet. We don't want those.
Yeah, well, Valve works on Valve time. You got to remember
that
right. They are the butt of so many jokes for a good reason. Okay, so the Syndicate did pretty well, and coming up in the future, of course, the Syndicate's staying together mostly, right?
Yeah, we have 5 out of 9 members returning from last season, definitely. And you never know.
I sure don't.
But looking like 5 out of 9 this season. Yeah, so that would be me, Jake, Dave Plus, Snake Kryptonite, who was a backup last season, played a couple matches and was our super duper backup, and Soup, our demo, along with Hein, our medic. So
nice.
We're missing good old Ruin, Valen, a bunch of, well, pretty much, you'll be seeing all these people in the match, so I won't go through all the names of our team.
So okay, so then we've got our the Syndicate rumors, and the rumor mill I'm sure will spread is like who's going to join the Syndicate next season. But let me hear about the players that we're going to see, and we can even hear about them as they join in. We've got Hein, we've got Dave, we've got Monochromatic Bunny. Who are the All-Stars this season?
That would be, well, I don't think Ruin's going to be coming today, but he was slotted to be the scout for Team A. Bronze will be the other scout. We've got Scarlet and Valen on Soldier, Mr. Satan and Monochromatic Bunny on Pyro, of course, Nomadic and Soup on Demo, Polk and Dill, Arthur couldn't make it, on Heavy, Cubeside Aid Lincoln and Dave Plus on Engineer, Overseer and Hein on Medic, Jake and Max on Sniper, and Hi and Noko on Spy.
And most of those names I actually do recognize.
Oh yes, they're all heavy hitters.
Yeah, they are. Have you played on one of these All-Star matches before?
I have done 3.
So when you play on these, it's not going to be like playing with a team that you practice with all the time. But is there any coordination at all, or is it just kind of like, let's do whatever?
It's very between the ones I played. That one everyone was very much just like let's have fun, let's treat this like a lobby, and screw around, and the comms are mostly laughing and jokes. And the other two, people took it more seriously and treated it like a pug, which I'm kind of expecting this time.
Okay.
Most of these players play a lot of pug, and I think we'll kind of naturally lapse into that mode.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to try and add you in Mumble.
Okay.
It's just a group thing.
I just lost my connection to the server. Was that just me?
Nope.
Okay.
I got to find you on this list real quick. Hang on. Hang on. Where's Stabby?
Oh, I'm here. I'm not very audible. Turn up my mic volume here.
I don't think that's the problem. It's just in Mumble, nobody's going to hear you because you're not in the Shoutcasters group. You have to be registered.
Oh, have they not heard any of this?
No. Like, I hear you. It's just in the listening room. There's like 6 people down there who can't hear you.
I see. Well, screw this.
Let me register you. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay, now I can add you to the group. Maybe. All right, now everybody in Mumble should totally be able to hear him. And actually, I am still on my way to CP Well, so I didn't get kicked off, but it hasn't loaded the map yet. So I'm assuming it's not going to work.
Okay, I'm loading the map successfully now.
Are you actually loading well, or am I like 2 minutes behind?
I'm in there, yes.
Oh.
It just let me.
Well, let's try and figure this out again. It's going back to process for me.
Yep, me too.
Okay, cool. I'm not totally confused then. Well, I'm looking forward to this. Highlander All-Stars. And so it's going to be treated more or less like a pickup game, but a pickup game that a lot of people plan on watching. And we'll try and get absolutely as much time with your favorite players and classes as possible. Right now, people are asking me to fight them in stream chat, apparently. That's not what I want to do. What I want to do is ask you guys what your favorite class is. So first off, what's your favorite class? Stream chat, go.
I'm guessing Scout, Soldier, Pyro, Demo.
I'm going to... Oh,
Heavy.
there's a lot of Scout.
Engineer. Medic, maybe Sniper, maybe Spy.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. You got a couple of engineer favorites here too, huh?
Yeah.
Have we seen anybody say heavy yet? No, we did. We see 1 or 2. Okay, 1 or 2
right,
people
that's
want to
good.
see the heavy.
In Pug, that's always the class we need. There needs to be more Highlander heavies, please. Please.
That's true. That's true. And I mean, you've got really luminary, like excellent heavies out there. Like Polk is an amazing heavy, right? What sets apart the best heavies in your eyes?
Well, what I'm told, I obviously am a horrible heavy, but what I'm told is all about positioning. Obviously tracking is going to play a big part in being a successful heavy and aim and all that, but it's putting yourself in the right place because you're just this giant glob of damage absorption and damage output. So it's all about where you kind of plop that slow-moving sentry.
Okay, all right.
From my understanding.
And so Polk's just really good at finding the right place. And okay, all right.
He plays smart, and of course he's just got phenomenal aim. He can down soldier bombers and demo bombers before they hit the ground, so that's very useful.
Yeah, it's a fairly important thing to be able to do. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Okay, so what makes a good spy? That's what everybody wants to know.
Well, it really helps if you have the same name twice.
Okay, all right.
I highly recommend that.
But neither of the 2 spies tonight actually have that. What's the deal? Why weren't you voted as one of the All-Stars?
4 votes off, Sal. I don't know. People are just horrible human beings and have no appreciation for good spying. Except for, hey, Noko are phenomenal, and they've been in the. This is going to be Hayes' 3rd All-Star game. Noko has been the runner-up 2 seasons past, so maybe they're just really good, Sal. I don't know.
Maybe it's time for you to just step aside and let somebody else enjoy their time in the limelight, right?
Just spend all my time casting and telling them how great they are.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, that sounds good.
But they can't be as great as you because they don't have their names doubled, right? It's
I,
not.
you
It's
know,
not. It's
that'll
not.
always
Hey,
give me the
hey.
edge.
Yeah, I know.
It should be hey hey. Noko Noko,
No,
not quite.
I wouldn't even
No
want to
Kokomo.
say that.
Yeah, too much room.
Just call her Yoko Ono. No, no.
She doesn't. Blunderful's been together for too long for that to be an appropriate name.
Oh, okay.
That team has not broken
Ouch.
up quickly enough.
That's a good point. Nor I assume Noko
Beatles
is
jokes.
not as screechy as Yoko Ono either.
No, lovely voice,
All right.
like an angel.
Gotcha. Okay, well, we're getting most of the players in the server now, which is surprising. Usually these things don't start anywhere close to on time. And hey, we're only 10 minutes late, right? So far, so good. Who do you know what the teams are actually, like, prepped as right now? Who's on what team?
I don't think these are the right teams. Let me see.
Well, right now
here.
it was like 10 versus 5, so clearly that
Right.
was not. But I would be interested to know, like, who you think's actually going to win. Is it going to be like, oh, well, whichever team has Jake's going to win, or how does that work?
What people have been saying is whatever team Ruin has is going to win, but it turns out he's not showing up, so we're going to have a nice, interesting game. I think the big face-off this match is going to be between Jake and Max. They're both just tremendously talented snipers. We've got some good sight lines going on, especially Viaduct, and that's what I'll really be watching. But
I just watched him do something ridiculous. Okay, well,
Jake, yeah, I saw that too.
yeah, the Jake versus Max matchup is going to be epic. I've played pickup games with them before, and I don't do it very often, but I certainly know whenever they show up to the pug.nahl channel, and I'm playing medic or really anything, it's just like, okay, well, I'm going to get shot a lot, and it's going to suck. But yeah, I mean, these guys are absolutely incredible snipers.
Yeah, and I think for some reason, looking down that list of the matchups we have there, I find that the most interesting. So I'm looking for big sniper action in this game.
Okay, for some reason you're
sniping too.
all right. Sorry, for some reason you were on like priority speaker and mumble or something. I fixed it. It's fine.
Okay, great.
We're all good.
I'm not a priority speaker.
No, you're
Oh,
not.
my heart.
I prioritize myself above all. No, I mean, I could. Valen's still playing in this match. Do you know if he's going to be playing in Highlander next season?
Yeah, right now his plans are to play with a gold team with a bunch of friends and kind of take it easy.
Ah, okay.
We had a pretty intense season.
That's
this last one, so
I can imagine. So tell me, gold team. They didn't have a gold division last season, did they?
yeah, brand new.
Okay.
This is going to pretty much just be separating lower platinum and upper silver into one bracket. Platinum was quite big last season.
Yes.
And there were, if you looked down the win-loss record, there was kind of a stark difference between the lower and the upper. So I think the admins just decided to make platinum a little more exclusive, as well as steel is just growing absolutely huge, as with silver. So
That's a good
just
choice.
a whole lot more players going.
That is a good choice. Like we have TF2 Invite, and even in Invite 6v6, it's like, yeah, there's like a top 3 teams, and then there's a big difference sometimes between them and the others. In this season, maybe not so much, but yeah, definitely you could tell, like, Bonus and the Syndicate were the 2 top teams, and then everybody else was miles beneath them. And then when you got down to like Team 9 and 10, I think, or whatever it was, everybody else was miles apart again. So
Right.
definitely having like how many teams are in the Platinum division now?
At this point, gosh, I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be 12, the same number as that got into playoffs, but I really don't know. It's just smaller, not 21 like last time.
Yeah, 12's good. 8 would be better, I think, but 12 can work because you're going to have mostly like really good games, right? When you've got that exclusive club, you all scrim each other, you all start to know each other's tips and tricks and tactics and things, and that just makes it more interesting to watch for us.
Absolutely, and that's what I really like about Platinum, rather than playing in a huge league like Steel. You have the skill difference, but really you all know each other. You know everything about each other's play style, and it's this. There's a lot of mind games that go on that can't, when you don't know your opponents. So especially as a spy, it's really neat. we all play together, not just in scrims, but in pickup games, just almost every day. So
Yeah, and you have to enjoy TF2, right? To play this game. It's not the kind of thing where, in some cases, like you hear about StarCraft 2 players, for instance, who are like, I wish I could just stop playing the game, but I'm making money from it now, and it's kind of my life, so I have to, and they have to keep practicing, and it's a job for them, and I'm glad we're not there. I'll say that.
Speak for yourself, Sal. No, I kid.
Are you salaried now? Is the entire Syndicate team like the salaried Highlander team? You guys are you gonna make money from TF2?
Oh, that would be quite nice.
It's like, yeah, we got
we got some
sponsorship.
keys. We got some
Evil
keys.
evil geniuses decided to sponsor a Highlander team. No big deal. Whatever.
They
That would be
found
pretty
out
cool.
that Ruin is actually a death ray in real life.
Wait,
So-
he has or he is?
He is.
He
He's
is
just
a death ray.
cognizant death ray.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
He's just hooked up to a mouse and a keyboard.
I did interview him at I-46 in person, and I didn't notice him being like a pure like stream of energy, but maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention. It's easy to miss, I guess.
Yeah, you got to squint.
Ah, okay, I didn't do that. I was really tired in my defense too. Like I was extremely tired.
Well, I'll do it with death ray spawning.
Yeah, okay. All right. So Ruin is a death ray, and apparently makes
heard it
money
here
from
first.
that somehow. But it's not surprising because he's so good. He also is not playing tonight, so we should probably stop talking about him and talk about the people who are playing.
My bad. I
No, it's all
got to
good.
give shout outs to my boy.
Yes, you do. Who is the best player playing tonight? Just best overall, best all. Doesn't matter what class. Who's the best?
In my extremely biased opinion, Valen put TS together last season, with a little help from me, but I founded the team, but he really put the roster together just through a really great sense of how good people are, and he pretty much glued our team together as kind of the shepherd, and he just has amazing game sense and calls. So everyone here has great DM, great everything, but Valen to me is one of the players that's really stuck out to me in all my years in TF2. So
I'll give you that, man. I'll give you
incredibly
that.
biased, but
Well, I may not be quite as biased, and I might agree with you. Now, I don't know all these players that well, so take my opinion for what it's worth, which is like crap. It's worth crap. But I've seen Valen do some amazing stuff in 6v6 as well. Like the Dinosaurs. He was on the team The Dinosaurs, which was in intermediate. And to be fair, he's played an invite before, so he's certainly good.
He won invite, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he was on an intermediate team, and this was like the very last match of the season. I think it was the playoffs that they won, and they won on the map Gravel Pit because of Valen's play. He made this incredible choice to go spy in a 6v6 match on Gravel Pit. Yes, if you haven't seen this yet, I don't even know how to find it anymore. It's got to be all over the highlight reel places. But like, I was sitting there casting it, and I was like, no, wait a minute, Valen's gone spy. I think it was me and Duder actually, and Duder was like, both of us were just going nuts. Because Valen somehow managed to get a medic drop, like a chain stab in a 6v6
got the
game.
medic of the demo, right when they're holding Uber, going in for it.
And it was just the perfect play. It was so smart. Nobody expected it. He seems like an incredibly smart player. So enough singing praises of Valen. He's good.
He's darn good, yeah.
But the other players tonight, they're pretty good too.
Oh no, you've got a great lineup. That wasn't easy for me to. I had to think for a bit there, but much of my own bias. But yeah, everyone here is great. I know them all well, and I can personally assure you these are top caliber players.
You know who's not great? Whoever's not here right now. That's the one person who is not good at this game. There's one person who is not in this game yet.
What's up with that guy?
He's bad. He's just bad.
LPP.
He's like embarrassed about showing his face here. He's just like, no, I don't want to show up anymore. I'm so bad. Shots are fired, ladies and gentlemen. Shots have been fired. If our player doesn't show up, if he doesn't show up, he's bad. That's just how it is.
I just saw a stair stab attempt there pre-round. That was exciting.
Hey, stair stabs are always exciting. It gets to the point where, like, you have made the stair stab single-handedly. You have made it so popular that whenever I'm in a pub or anything, it doesn't matter where it is, I guarantee you when I see a spy walk up a ramp or stairs, I don't follow him. I'm just like, I know what you're gonna do. And then I see them turn around and they're like standing at the top of the ramp and you can tell they want to jump and they're just like, oh wait, he didn't follow.
Follow, come on.
I'm just like, no, I'll just stay down here and shoot you, man. That's cool.
It's it's funny because the great spies will just be like, all right, you stay down there. I'm gonna go over here and stab this guy.
Or alternatively, like I'll stand down there and try to have a face-off with him from 50 yards away at the bottom of the ramp, and then ooh, ouch! And then he'll just take out the ambassador and headshot me. And I'm like, oh, come on!
Right.
Why is Spy so good? But
it's a sexy class.
Oh, it absolutely is. By the way, shout out to our viewers right now. There are almost 400 of you, according to my my readout, and my readouts are never wrong. So I'm glad you have chosen to watch the UGC Highlander All-Stars tonight. I am excited for this to start as soon as it does. It's probably gonna within the next half hour or so is hopefully when it when it kicks off. Yes? No? I mean, I hope. I hope.
We do need just one more person here, so...
I've got my camera right now on Zalox, who I'm pretty sure this guy is going to be on Muscle Milk and Mullians, the 6v6 team with me, DJC, Seabear, Bloodsire, Mocha, Clanana, maybe Blackstar might be on it. It's going to be...
Oh, cool.
It's going to be a fun little team, and it looks like the player who's bad was Soup. Soup has just joined the game. He is...
excellent. My boy, Soup.
And we know how bad he is.
Demo.
Oh, he's so bad. He's awful at this game.
He's amazing. He's an invite, but he does not get the credit he deserves.
That's true.
Everyone on the team has talked about a good amount, but Soup just, you're the workhorse. You're the demo. Like you're perhaps the most important class, and that guy deserves a lot of credit for what he did last
and of
season.
course he has been an invite. He gets a lot of credit from me. He is an invite demo man. He is pretty sick. And not like in the deathly illness sense of the word, but like he's really good at demo man. He's some people, if you want to compare him to like Banny, maybe he's not quite as consistent as Banny, but he still puts out a ton of damage. He's a very aggressive demo, from what I remember. No?
Oh yeah. But not overly. I did not see him overextend once in our season, so he's got that nice checked aggression, which you need to see. In a Highlander demo, you don't want to be playing too passive, right?
I mean, I like playing passive. No, yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, Jake, why do you play this game? Just go snipe. He could snipe in real life. They could just put a gun in his hand and send him out to Afghanistan or something, and the war would be over. They'd just be like, okay.
In the mail, hello, this happens to be the U.S. Army. We don't watch TF2, but we would like to recruit you to fly some drones.
I know a guy who flies drones. Oh, it's the weirdest
Really?
thing.
Oh,
yeah, he actually goes to school with me. And I'm just like, oh, so you fly a drone and then you go home, huh? And he's like, yeah, so the biggest thing about flying drones is that apparently it's really boring. Because it's like you have to sit there and keep it in the air for 8 hours, and the most you're usually doing is just providing somebody with reconnaissance and maybe a little bit of close air support once a day. And that's it. Everything else is just flying around and looking at readouts, and it's the world's most boring video game apparently. But yeah, I know a guy.
All right, well, I will watch out. I don't want to get droned.
Okay, yeah, no, we don't usually. I don't think we fly them in the U.S. Maybe we do now. But it looks like the game has started, Stabby. This is the UGC Highlander All-Stars match between Team Red and Team Blue.
Looks like Blue's demo got there first. That's going to be helpful.
Yeah, maybe Soup hasn't practiced this rollout. I don't know. But in comes a bombing soldier. I'm having some lag problems from this STV, so I will try and keep things as smooth as possible. Yeah, it's just going to be an STV issue, guys. But right now, it looks like our red team is doing a pretty decent job of getting some kills. Problem is they lost Valen and Soup, and that's a lot of damage off the field.
Yeah, they're conceding it. And that was a good call. Blue just had the positioning and the key.
Oh my God. Hay is going on a streak right now. Hay, the spy from Blue, actually got a nice headshot off on Hein. Didn't quite manage to kill him, so Hein still has his Uber ready to go. But Hay killing so many players. He killed Bronze, actually, and he's getting ready to go again.
And he's still up, so...
He sees Hein. He wants to get those headshots again. He wants to force that Uber early. I like that play. Right now, some big aggression coming in.
Got an Uber popped over here by Blue in the choke just for the spy. That was a great play by Noko.
And in comes the counter Uber. Finally, Hein decides it's time. He wants to pop the Uber, and he is going to try and drive people away. Ginyu.Berter, who is that?
Not sure.
Okay, well, he's their heavy. He's doing a pretty fantastic job right now. And that just
that
looked...
would be Dill. That would be
Dill, okay. So that looked really, really good for the red team. It was like blue team was water, red team was a rock, and they just washed up over them, and they're like, come on, we're trying to erode you here. And no erosion today. We are holding fast. I am like the world's worst poet, actually. You know how we have like a poet laureate in the United States? They told me I was the opposite of that.
You're the poet Lori Knott.
I'm
sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna use that one.
Oh gosh, please don't. All right, so it looks like Red's making some ground here. They're gonna take this point. Another nice play by Noko. She pretty much forced Red back to the choke, gave her team the distraction they needed to push in with.
Yeah, problem is, though, I think Noko's team is dead here, too. Both teams, in fact, just almost completely gone. But yeah, Noko's been doing a fantastic job, so we'll have to get the camera on the Noko cam as soon as possible.
Yeah, force pop and helping your team gain positioning just that live.
All right. So right now, of course, red team's still holding the middle, and this is going to be kind of a stalemate-y map. Are they playing a best-of-3, or is it just one map? No? Yes? I don't know.
Oh,
Stabby, are they playing a best-of-3, or is it one map? Is it just process?
I'm sorry. I believe they're playing just this map. This should take quite a while.
Yeah, process will. Yeah.
If
even
we
on
play a full, this would take an hour.
Right. Even on 6v6, this is can be a very long map. So Highlander, you got more players, more people to watch the flank, less opportunities to really push forward and move. And so the team that attacks typically is going to be the team that loses. Noko might have just gotten spotted out there by a stray pill. But looks like she will be. It is a she, right? Will be.
Looks like Red is peeking the choke.
Yeah, they're trying to get in. They gave some room to Noko, so there is going to be maybe some spy work. No, never mind.
Well, Red just pushed through choke, but it looks like they're falling back now.
Yeah, there's not a lot Red can do here.
That's not good.
Nope.
Looks like Blue's going to take advantage of this and push through the choke.
There is a nice little sticky trap there, though, that is still holding things off. Soup doing a pretty good job, and now he's down. Oh, yes, Jake doing a fantastic job here. So I don't think Soup's going to be able to stop anything. In fact, Soup is down right now. The blue team is moving forward very rapidly. R5, the Overseer, who is a wonderful IM level medic, pushing the team forward and maintaining the advantage for the blue team. Now, can they push the second point? We'll have to find out here in just a second. Napalm is going to try getting some snipes through the IT room, but doesn't actually see anybody to kill.
Yeah, they're taking the choke. Yeah, good calls from Blue. I think they're making really good decisions on when to push in and give up. Really important on 5CP.
Well, we have Noko trying to get around behind the blue team,
a couple times, which is giving them Blue's advantage.
Oh, Noko going for the stab, takes down the Overseer, no problem. Noko's down, but that's a good trade. Now, there are still a lot of players down for the red team, so we may see Zalox come in and try to, no, he's not going to be aggressive. He's just going to lay sticky traps. That means blue team, they're going to want the red team to push out. They're going to want to try and take advantage of any aggression they see. Do you think red should push out here?
Well, they're heavy separated. No. No, they've got a sniper covering the shutter, which just took out the pyro. They've got their belt. The Blue's already come through the choke. They should be hanging on. They need Blue to come in, make a little aggression, and punish them for it, and then push out.
And we do have Dave on the camera right now. Dave Plus, since I have been told I have to watch him. My stream chat is, they have big demand for this going on right now. So Dave Plus trying to set up, and actually I like what he's doing. He's just wandering around looking for that spy. Hay is not going to get past his crosshairs.
Bumped into the sniper, bummer.
And now, of course, everybody is like, yep, where is he? Yep, there he goes. Yep. He's gone. Goodbye, Hay. That means he's going to be respawning for a little while, and that gives red team a lot of breathing room here. But they still can't push, can they? Especially because their opponents have 100% Uber. So at this point, you got a stalemate again.
That is what happens at the last point of 5CP. It's not everyone's favorite map type in this format for that reason, really. People like things to always be moving in Highlander. Whereas in 6s, people are a little more comfortable waiting to push and having kind of stop and go action. But I don't know. I see a big push coming in a second. Everyone's up. We've got 2 Ubers ready. We're going to see some action in just a sec here.
We do see Noko down, and down confirmed. Jake just got a nice kill on Napalm. Dave is down. That's a good kill, killing the engineer. They've got to take down Dill now. Heavy is going to be the focus call, and right now Heinz still has his Uber. So yep, there you go. He pops the Uber. We're going to have Dill with a nice little Uber advantage for a little while, and maybe able to take down a couple players. There's some time on the point now, but there's only 3 players down for the red team. They will be respawning fairly shortly, so I don't think this push is going to work from our blue all-stars. Nice kills, though. Nice kills.
Definitely. Blue's being pretty relentless here. They're looking at the numbers, and I think they want to be a little flashy for this All-Star game. They're not giving up at this point.
No, but remember the Overseer is actually backed away really far. She wanted to grab health.
Not a great call.
No, a good call for her. The rest of her team is dying, though.
The people staying behind, yeah.
And so now,
when
of course,
you see capture time on that last point, you've been waiting for so long. It's really hard to resist the urge to just go for it.
Yeah, I would, in that position, I don't know how these players are that patient, because there's like 9 of them on the same team. They haven't been playing together for all that long. If it were me, I'd just be like, okay, I'm going in first. See you guys later.
Right.
And then,
you want to have that big play.
And 5 seconds later, I'm dead, and I'm like, guys, why wasn't there any support? Come on.
Why did you not wait for the supports?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. But, no, yeah, that's absolutely, this is going to be a bit of a waiting game just because of process. Now, interesting, Heinz actually on the Kritzkrieg, so he wouldn't be able to save himself even if he wanted to there. But a Kritzkrieg on defense, interesting choice.
Last point, too. I wonder what he was planning to do with that.
Well, he may have to pop it right now. You've got Napalm trying to get some kills here. The Overseer...
He has to. But he has no demo.
No, in fact,
so
nothing.
That crits is not going to go to use.
No. And that is a round.
Not ideal. Okay. That was a good round. I'm liking this lineup.
I'm liking it too. This is pretty good.
Captain's doing the right job.
I hope. What we have to see, if the captains really did a good job, we need to see both teams win around here. So blue team has to win this one. Their demo probably got there way before Soup again, because Soup is completely flubbing this rollout like he has never practiced it before in his life.
We didn't play this last season, and
that's
Soup's
true.
Well, he may have played this in 6s, but
well, it's a relatively new one for 6s as well. It's a new map.
Yeah.
Soup laying down some damage though. He's doing a decent job here, and right now we're gonna watch a bit of the Hein cam. Hein, of course, has been all over the place in TF2. Makes his own videos for it as well. Kind of reviews maps and stuff, and he's a pretty excellent medic. Of course, monochromatic bunny keeping him keeping him safe.
Soup just went down to hay. They still have their heavy, so they'll be able to hold this choke. And blue is just getting to the next point, so I think we're gonna. Oh my gosh, red's deciding to push through already. I don't know about that, but we'll see how it works out.
Well, we're going to watch Unnamed. I don't know who this scout is exactly, but he's unnamed. Going around behind right now. Finds Napalm easily. The medic has just run out of Uber. I don't think Unnamed realized that. He actually could have gotten a kill, but there he goes, taken down by Dill.
Right by him. All right, well, that worked out pretty well. Better than I thought it would. No one's gotten the point yet, but red is not going to lose this next point because of that push.
No, they managed to retreat pretty effectively. Pyro was overhealed there, so that headshot did not kill him, but it came close. Noko now getting taken down as well. And what is going to happen here? Valen jumping straight in, taking a full buff. He wants to find Overseer, I think, but it's not going to happen just yet. Where is Valen right now?
I'm sure he gave some good calls from that jump and got out alive, so no kill, but not a waste.
It was actually a really interesting little jump there. Yeah, he jumped in, tried to find the med, couldn't find him, I'm sorry, and then retreated into the waiting arms of his heavy, who gave him a sandwich. That's really nice.
Yeah.
That
And
was
he
a
got to tell his team exactly
play.
what was going on over there. You know, it's really hard to see, because if you peek out that choke, your head's quite likely going to get popped by one of these fantastic snipers. So.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Napalm. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Jake to get that kill. No, Jake still not paying attention to where Valen is. And in fact, that's why, the Uber is coming in. Counter Uber from the blue team. Valen's going to jump up, though, and try to go for stuff. It's just that there's a Pyro right there, and that is Satan on the Pyro, doing an excellent job of keeping the meds safe. Now, what's happening, though? Who's going to win this push? Zaylock's in behind. Oh!
They're all in those halls.
Soup actually got a nice Caber kill on Zaylox there. That's pretty hilarious.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to matter, though. Red team, though, they, once again, even with roughly even players, they just muscled their opponents out of that second point. And now our blue
aggressive.
All-Stars, they're back on that last point again.
Hay is down, so no surprises for the red team yet.
Unless Jake says, oh, Jake was close
Blue
to
has
that
no
shot.
demo. Oh, just spawned. So, okay, they're doing all right. Although it looks like red is gonna. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have even Ubers almost. So.
Yeah, well, the
Yeah,
more
here comes
pressure
the
that comes
competition.
in, the better for the red team, I think. As long as they don't die, they want to put on a lot of pressure, and that's what they're doing. They're going to take down that dispenser, crucial dispenser pick, and Jake is just looking to desperately keep himself alive here. Meanwhile, the rest of his team looking for spies, trying to avoid spam. In comes an
And here's the
Uber,
pop.
and it's already done. So now
Yeah, that
Satan
was
going
early.
for the kill. I think he's going to get the kill on the med, too. Not quite. Did the med get away? Yes, no, Hind is dead. Satan keeping his players alive.
Yeah. Red's in big trouble. Blue's going to take advantage of this. They're already running out.
But there's a mini sentry there, and that's actually a pretty big deal. Those mini sentries are so annoying, stopping the push pretty effectively. There you go. Scarlet finally takes down that mini sentry. But already the red team is set up on the second point. I don't know if our blue All-Stars can get back out here.
It's a little late. And they're hesitating for sure. So, yeah, Hind's going to have time to get back. Red's all up, and they did not lose this point.
And thank you, Sud, in the stream chat for pointing out my advice in life: just don't die. It'll be a good life if you don't do that.
Buy yourself a dead ringer, folks.
Oh my gosh, yes. In real life, if that existed, I would be just the happiest person in the world. Like, you're lying on your deathbed, and you're down to, like, 1 HP, and you know, the cancer's taking you, and you're just like, dead ringer time! And then you
So, I don't
reappear
know,
somewhere
Smoke
else
and Dagger
with...
would be pretty fun, too. Right?
That's true, that's true. But, I mean, if you put on a fez and you have the dead ringer, then... and you have to get a fancy knife, then nobody will hear the decloak, so you're okay. You can still rob banks. So anyway, isn't that the first thing you think of? If I had invisibility,
Naked ladies, Sal. Naked
oh,
ladies.
that's true. Well, money and ladies. That's what we were thinking of. All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Interesting push here.
buff
Going to be
banner.
yes. That push. Red
See
was
that
thinking
very
about
often.
pushing in, and yeah, we saw the buff banner. Not an Ubered buff banner, which is just the most hilarious thing ever. But yeah, buff banner.
Very interesting. I don't know if they got anything out of that, though.
No,
Just
right
watch
now
the
though.
ticker.
Yeah, it's pretty much going to be still stalemate until Overseer dies, which may or may not even happen. No, and in fact, Overseer pushing out with the Uber, knowing that Hein is down. They're getting a lot of kills here, actually. The red team all dying. How did that even happen? Most of it was not on my screen, but that was just bad. Did you see what happened? I didn't see what happened.
No. It just happened very quickly. Blue's Pyro trapped at mid, but doing some work. This is Mr. Satan. Wow, living for a very long time, separated completely from his team, just to get out of that.
Somehow Hay
no,
lived
that's
through
right.
all that fire, though. Probably got down to like 1 health or so, but lived because Satan kept putting him out. And then at the very end there, he was being air blasted against the wall. He was going to die from the afterburn. And then his sniper put him out with the Girardi. So that was
Oh,
just
my gosh.
utterly beautiful. Hay is going to come back in for some more headshots, maybe some backstabs, some saps, whatever he can do. Going to keep playing the ultimate invincible spy here. And the rest of his team, they're already all the way to their opponent's second point. So there's going to be no stalemating until last. Hay actually wants to get in and maybe make sure that there's no stalemate back here either.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of big plays from these spies, but not much huge work yet. This is one of the harder spy maps in Highlander. Very limited decloak spots. You've got teams just kind of waiting around, spy checking without pressure.
Well, there's
We're
nothing
gonna
red
see
team
more
can
spy
do
action
though.
on Viaduct.
Because you see this, it's just Hein and Soup left, and now it's just Soup, and now it's just nobody. Blue team
Yeah.
suddenly turned it on that round, and they just didn't let the red team respawn.
Yeah, red team just couldn't regain that momentum.
Nope. And so that's all the analysis I have for that. That was pretty much just ridiculous. Zaylox taking his really awesome, well-practiced rollout once again. Going to take some serious territory on the front of that point for a little while.
Looks like
Clearing the way
Soup,
for the rest of the
got
team.
there a little earlier this time, learning that rollout nice and quick.
But will it matter, actually? He's going to put out a lot of damage. Soldiers kind of fighting each other now, and the first
and we
deaths
have our
are,
first deaths, yeah.
on the red team. Valen now down. Finally, Noko's doing some
Equal
good damage.
trade? Oh, no.
No, it seems
This
like
is
a
a good
lot of
hit.
assassination here. The snipers and the spies both doing crazy amounts of damage. But now the scout may want to do some cleanup. Unnamed, going for the kills, and finally finishes off Bronze as he
Both the
dies.
scouts going down at the exact same time. That's
Yes. That's always
Hey,
fun.
well.
TF2 is a great game.
There's
nothing
very
wrong with
decisive
TF2.
win for Blue. They're feeling like they can push through to second, but that sniper makes them think twice. Great sniper map here. Just that one player can do that.
Yes.
Impressive.
It's a little ridiculous, actually, that one player has that much power. Jake going for so much damage right now. And where are the enemies? Jake looking for the kills. He's got that amazing little bot killer sniper rifle. And he's taking some spam, actually. So how do you deal with a sniper on a map like this?
Well, it's a little different for a spy. First, you want to make sure they're forced to run the Razorback. Focus them until they're doing that, because Girardi is a pain in the butt for your team. And once he's got that Razorback on, you just pretty much, equip that Ambassador and do what you can. But you can't solve the problem entirely for your team. A good sniper is just a pain in the butt.
No. Valen apparently was lagging out there or something, and Jake took advantage of it to kill him. Bronze now down as well. Both teams losing a lot of players here. And yeah, Jake's still using the Girardi, so he's not been pushed that hard yet. Noko gets the kill, though.
With the 2K.
Oh, my.
Such an important attribute of the spy that you can see enemy health, What other class would know to stick around that long, take on 2 people at once?
Personally, I have no clue. I am always surprised by how resilient the spy actually is in close combat. Scarlet going for some kills here. Oh my gosh,
Oh, a
Soup's
couple,
down.
all right.
Can't get that scout just yet, but
Hein goes down. Looking good for Blue right now. They're all up. Red's missing all their power classes, and it looks like not everyone's getting out, so they're in big trouble now.
yeah, what can they do at this point? We got Bronze running out and maybe just running back. Actually, let's find Bronze here, because
They got the heck back to last and turtle up.
I didn't know you could actually get up there as a spy, but apparently that's where Noko has decided to hide. Gonna jump down and look for the kill. Not gonna happen. Totally shut down there. The Uber is popped for the Overseer, and our blue team is once again going to be the winners of this round as long as they can just keep themselves getting cap time. That's all they need here. Just a little bit of time. There you go.
Really, really great calls from the blue
Yeah.
team. They're being very aggressive when they should, and they haven't had to give up much, but they just seem a little more coordinated and ready to go.
Yes, that they do. Hopefully the sound is actually better now. Apparently my game sound was too low. I don't think it's low anymore. But yeah, it's 3-0 now. So blue team clearly showing some dominance here.
I'm surprised we're seeing this go to this many rounds. This is actually a rather quick
Round of process. Yeah. Well, maybe the teams aren't that balanced then. We're going to see Napalm going for some headshots here for the red team. But in your opinion, if these teams aren't balanced, what is the biggest imbalance that you're seeing?
Well, I've not been seeing too much weakness from either team.
Crits
it's
is
hard to just look at
ready.
the scoreboard. I'd say the Reds, the blue team's calls have just been better. Really, they're taking advantage of what they get.
And Dill actually, with a really nice series of shots there, takes down the enemy med, among others. And so that laser beam heavy right there is going to win the mid for them. And at this point, we're going to have to see whether they can keep that momentum up. Noko's actually been doing a really good job as well, keeping the team alive too. So that last mid fight, for instance, Noko was doing a lot of work. And keeping them distracted, especially right before that Kritzkrieg was actually popped. So at this point, Hayes going to go in for a backstab. Does take down Soup. Nice kill. And just cloaks right back up. Losing Soup's a big deal.
Absolutely. Those stickies at the choke are quite scary and can prevent a push.
They can. At this point, Hein has had to respawn. I think he'll be back onto the regular Uber unless he's really decided that he's just in love with the crit. He is in love with the crits. Oh, man.
Now that is odd. I guess they just had that nice crits at mid, but
Well,
you
sometimes
don't see crits too much on process.
That's true.
Because
maybe it's
he's
just a
choke.
surprise move. Maybe he's just like, they totally won't expect me to do it twice.
maybe.
You know? It's possible.
We'll see what he's doing with it.
But I mean, the spy, as soon as he respawns, the spy is going to be like checking, right? It's going to be like disguising as him and then checking the medigun.
He should be. He should be. Now, what a lot of medics do is they name their mediguns.
Oh, true.
Heinz done that.
Well, his just seems to be named Kritzkrieg. Maybe.
Okay. Well, then they will know. They will know.
Yeah, it's just called Kritzkrieg. Interesting. All right. He is at 76%, 76 trombones, and so pretty soon here we are going to see a crits come in. Where exactly is it going to hit, though, is the question. The crits is ready, but I don't know if they found anybody to kill yet. Come on. Show me. Noko getting a nice kill on Jake. That's going to be good. There's quite a few players up here on this this choke alleyway thing, and so I think this is where they may want to force the engagement, but the Overseer has Uber, so this actually might not work at all. Where's the crits coming? I don't even know where Hein is right. Oh, he's going around behind with the Demo Man, trying to take people down. Kills Copper's side.
Gets 2 kills with it.
He does, but he didn't get the medic. Although Zalox getting completely shut down.
Pop.
Yes, it did force a pop, and Zalox just got shut down so hard by that pyro. Then, of course, killed by one of the remaining crit stickies that was just lying around on the ground there. So things are not looking too great for our red team right now, but neither for the blue. Wow. Unnamed just came very close to getting another meat shot there and killing Hein as well. So, Stabby, in your esteemed opinion, can the red team actually manage to re-push this and win a round? Oh, are they saying Unnamed is Ruin? Is he Ruin? I thought he wasn't going to be here.
No.
I don't know, man. I mean,
I will check.
He's not on my friends list, so I have no clue.
No, that is Ruin.
Ah.
His name is showing differently in... Wait a minute. It is the right avatar, so maybe he decided to play tonight.
Okay, well, there you go. That might just make all the difference. The Kritzkrieg coming in once again, not really doing anything this time, and the Overseer is going to have the Uber. Napalm takes down Jake just as he had his sights lined up on that medic. And the red team is starting to push once again, but here comes the Uber. They are not going to let it happen. No, sir. And yeah, Ruin is definitely a big X factor in any team. I saw a thread on Reddit today that was like, what high-level strats wouldn't work for a low-level team? And somebody was like, Ubering the scout. If you've got an amazing high-level scout like Ruin, it works. If you don't Uber the scout. Yeah, it really was. It was a fantastic answer. And right now...
What's wonderful about players like Ruin is you know what you can expect from them. With an Uber, you're just trying to, keep them invincible long enough that you know what... when you know that they're going to do what you want them to do, and... You can always count on Ruin.
And Valen down, and once again, to Ruin, actually. He was playing on the same team as Ruin the entire season, so that's got to be a fun dynamic right there. Dave getting taken down by Satan himself. He is ascended, I guess I should say, from hell. And he is here for the blood of the TF2 characters. Zalox now, I don't know what he just ate there, maybe like an arrow to the knee or something, but he got taken down very quickly. And the red team, they're all dead once again.
Not good.
Not for them, anyway. For the blue team, and perhaps for my voice.
But they're not taking this next point. They're just sitting, despite... Huh.
Well, I guess they want their spy to get in first. Hay is, of course, sneaking around behind now, and now has been spotted. So that's not going to happen. Yeah, Jake finally got a nice shot.
Not something teams wait for, the spy. That's kind of your responsibility to be there in time. But, yeah. Now they're just holding choke. Looks like Red's going to try and come in with...
Okay, apparently people really don't like the fact that I referenced the arrow to the knee joke. Whatever, guys. I don't even have a max level character in Skyrim, so I haven't heard it enough yet. Oh, Jake with a nice revenge kill there on Napalm. And I think blue team is going to start pushing this once again. Here goes the Uber. So, yeah, they were saying... In chat, they were saying, why would you pick this first? So I wonder if it isn't maybe 3 maps? But,
you wonder for what?
Is it 3 maps, or is it really just 1? Because...
I'm rather sure it's 3 maps, so we're in for a long haul here. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize what I signed up for tonight.
I must agree with the chat. I don't know if I would have picked the hour-long map first, but...
Well, you know, it might
taking
not
up
be
with
an
the big
hour-long
boys.
map. It could just be the red team wants to get this over with. Maybe they'll just like all walk out in single file line and be like, "Please kill me." Napalm certainly thinks that
level 3
way.
sentry is suggesting otherwise. Looks like they're in this for the long haul. Oh, High getting tracked down up there above the spawn. By Pyro and a scout.
Yeah, there he goes.
Grim.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye to High. That is. Is that how he pronounces the name High?
You know, I think he's fine with you pronouncing it however you feel comfortable. But
Okay.
I say hey.
Well, incoming
Hey,
Uber
hey.
once again. The Ubers have been exchanged. The Overseer trying to build it up, and it doesn't even matter as that is 4-0. They're calling GG right now, so I guess they're just going to go on to another map. What do you think of that? That was a pretty one-sided round.
Yeah. You know, not straight rolls on any of those rounds, but a decisive victory for red. Well, or blue rather. But we'll see. You know, maps can make a huge difference. You know, certain players play better on certain maps, certain classes excel on certain map types, and this could be shaken up by moving on to a different format.
Okay. What map is running next? And Hein, of course, asking who's running the show. Well, obviously not me. They just need to get their map changed. And right now I'm going to watch what they're wearing because, of course, obviously we need to have a hat contest and miscellaneous item. I mean, it's not just hats anymore. TF2 is a full fashion runway. It's a catwalk. That's what it is. I got to say, one of the worst players... Well, I was going to say Valen looks really bad in that party hat, and then I realized he's going for the garden gnome set.
Always a plan.
Noko, I mean, the bunny
you know
ears,
what?
Whatever.
This is not Ruin we're watching. Ruin is playing with classic mix-up right now.
Okay.
So this is someone who's taking his avatar.
Yeah, good point. Well, he hasn't been doing a bad job.
Not a Ruin job, but not a bad job.
Very few people can actually do a ruin job of anything. Well, that's map one, ladies and gentlemen. That was Process, and it was won by our blue team decisively. That was if we're gonna name them after our medics, we could just call it Team Overseer versus Team Hein. And that was Team Overseer putting their boot down in the face of Team Hein and kind of twisting it around a little bit. So thank you for watching. Of course, we're gonna go on to the second map here.
Oh, my favorite. My absolute favorite. Let's hang on to your seats. For some spy action.
Viaduct.
I guarantee you, some spy and sniper action coming up.
I was a little confused for a second there when you said your favorite. I was like, wait, your favorite is a boot stomping on a human face? Oh no, Viaduct. Okay, I get it.
I'm not that big a fan of violence.
Wait,
You know,
was that
brutally
from?
stabbing people in their back and
Was that from? What is that from? That's from the book.
the chat's gonna get this before we do.
I know. I totally should know the name of this book because it's like one of the most popular books of all time, and everybody cites it everywhere. But yeah, it's basically the vision of humanity is a boot eternally stomping on a human face. George Orwell. Yes, it is a George Orwell
That
quote.
sounds like George Orwell.
Yes. And that's Brave New World is actually so much closer to real life than anything Orwell ever wrote. But we're gonna be seeing a game here on Viaduct, and we're not gonna talk about boots and faces anymore, lest I become even further aroused. It would be a bad thing. Hein is saying yes, that was Ruin, and now Ruin is going to be off to play with Mix-Up because he's got a match tonight. Important.
Gotcha.
match.
Very confusing. He was showing with a different name in my friends list, and that was odd. I don't know how that happens.
Yeah, it could have been an STV delay issue. I don't know, man.
Maybe.
But here we go. The players are joining in. Hopefully they just ready up right away, and we don't have to sit there and wait for them to go to the bathroom and return their Christmas gifts and everything else. It tends to take a long time, especially if the line of the bathroom is long, or if that Christmas gift you forgot the receipt. I mean, these things, they take a while. So I'd rather just see the match start so I can actually get some sleep tonight and still manage to make it to work tomorrow.
Got a cigarette with my name on it.
And we actually have a good question from the stream chat that I can totally answer. I feel authoritative. Somebody's asking how I move up without looking up in spectate mode? And the answer is the command move up. I just bind it to my Q key, and I bind move down to E, so I can do all kinds of like sweet camera action. Meanwhile, of course, we've got a lot of like people shooting each other out here and game warm-ups. But you know what I'm going to show for the rest of the warm-up period here, Stabby?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm going to show? The dog bread.
Kittens.
The dog bread.
The dog bread.
Here he is. That's him, ladies and gentlemen. This is an actual feature of this map. It is a dog bread on a nice little desk table thing. That
is a creepy dog bread.
It's an awesome dog bread. I don't know what you're talking about. It's an amazing little like loaf of bread in the shape of a pug.
Oh my goodness. I would not eat that bread, I have to say.
No, you're supposed to pet it and then smell it because it smells like bread, but it's a dog. So the final. Do you know what the final map is going to be actually?
That would be.
My vote. My vote would be
Swiftwater.
for. Okay, Swiftwater. Okay, all right. Cool.
Excuse me. Upward. Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, my vote would actually be for Windmill Train Saw. If you've played on that one, but
No,
in fact, I've never played on that map. I really want to, but every time it would come up for a vote on the servers I was on, everyone was like, "No, it's boring. I don't want to play it anymore." Come on, I never played on it. Ugh. And I see the stream chat seems to have misinterpreted what I said. So what I was saying was that the book A Brave New World is much closer to reality than anything that Orwell ever wrote. And if you're unable to parse that sentence in such a way that it makes sense, that's your fault, not mine.
Nerd.
Oh man,
That's all
pretty
I gotta
much,
say.
pretty much.
No, I have to agree with you. I'm a nerd too. I've read books. I have opinions. Oh, I'm getting stuck at the map change here.
Yeah, that'll happen. STV breaks sometimes. Oh, there we go.
Okay, here we
Upward,
go.
finally
Yay.
working. Yes, we are on our way to awesomeness. PL Upward instead of Koth Viaduct. So, are we going to see as much? Are we going to see as much spy action on Upward?
No, no, frankly, but you will see quite a bit. Usually, you see a little more success on red, just because you've got that nice cart to pick off, and more dispersed enemies and more flanking room. But yeah, no, Spy can do a ton of work on this map. Just it's not quite the heaven that Viaduct is.
Okay,
This is going to be a snipe fest, though.
Yes.
Lots of sight lines.
Yes, Upward is a huge snipe fest. Whenever I play pickup games in the Highlander channel, which you guys can join, by the way, hash. I should call it a hash, right? Hash tf2.pug.nahl on the GameSurge IRC network is the North American Highlander pickup game service. And I play in there on occasion. But whenever I've played and it's been Upward, I've always been like, I don't want to play Medic on this because I'm going to get sniped.
Just another note. Recently another Pug channel has opened up for lower level players. Pug at NHL is typically gold and platinum, whereas Mix is for silver and below.
So I should actually play in that one.
You've done fine in our Pug, Sal. Don't be hard on yourself.
Everyone's always like, "Oh, look, he dropped again." Even my regular YouTube viewers know. It's just like he's gonna drop Ubers all day. It's a fixture of every match I'm in. But it's a fun time regardless. I definitely encourage you, if you have never played in a competitive style match before, do it. Do it. Just get into these pickup game tools. Whether you want to play 6v6 or 9v9, whatever your favorite class is, join up, say hi to people, make friends, and play a game.
It's a great way to get into this to the competitive format.
That's a great way to stay in shape. Actually, it's a terrible way to stay in shape. I've been sitting today for like 3 hours in a row, and my butt's starting to feel it.
You can do it, Sal.
I know. I'll tough it out. I'll be okay.
You casted that, what was it, an hour and 30-minute steel match of ours?
Yes.
A couple seasons ago.
Yes.
I remember you at the end of that cast. You were just suffering.
I was like, oh my
you
god.
sounded so unhappy.
Oh.
You're a man of great endurance.
I tell you what, I've been finding, maybe I'm just getting old now, But at the end of like an hour-long cast, especially if it's one that I'm just doing by myself, I'll just stand up and be like, okay, it's bedtime. It's really awful. I'm just really, like, I have no endurance after these things anymore. And sometimes it's because, like, I'll have allergies, and the more I talk, the more it aggravates those, and the more they're aggravated, the worse it gets. But sometimes I think it's just because I'm old.
You know, it happens. I'm getting there myself.
I'm almost 20. I'm having a midlife crisis.
Young little Sal. Little Sal, let me tell you about a wonderful age called 28.
Oh man. Is your beard like white? Do you have nothing but white hair? Do you have hair still?
I've got those sexy gray streaks through my hair, yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's like the power gray, where you've got like a few streaks,
right
but
not quite.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you could definitely be like an executive of a major company with the power gray. You could be the president of the United States. They all have the power gray going on.
Yeah, I think I've got the resume, you know.
You do.
Spy
and you know, a successful TF2 streamer, obviously.
Sure.
You'd get on the debates and people would be like, well, I think this, then, and you'd be like, yeah, but what would a spy do in this situation? The entire American, everybody in America would just be like,
taxes are OP, nerf taxes.
If I were to go in single combat against my enemy, I would totally trick stab him, and there's nothing he could do. Everyone would be like, yeah, let's clap for him. Let's make him the president. That's how it should be decided. Really, seriously, like, they should have just, you know, Mitt Romney versus Obama. Let's have a spy battle. Let's have them duel in TF2. MGE me, bro.
I like it.
Meanwhile, we have people saying things about Korea. Guys, be careful saying things about Korea. You might get banned from Korean forums. You wouldn't want that. North Korean, that is. South Korea will still like it. But yes, I'm totally Stabby for president 2016. You're going to do it, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Even though you won't be old enough, technically.
Really, is it?
35. 35. You have to be 35 years old. Yeah. Okay, so they're getting ready to go
I'm
here.
not a citizen.
Wait, you're not?
I am.
Oh, okay,
I feel
all right.
this is a travesty. I'm going to run.
Well, run in
protest
2020. 2020. Stabby for President 2020. This is, of course, Sal and Stabby, and we are casting the second map here between Red and Blue, the all-star game of the UGC Highlander Platinum season. So the season's over. This is just for fun, just for kicks. And Stabby, we saw Team Overseer completely dominate on that 5CP map process. But here on the payload map, are we going to see them dominate?
Well, if their calls are stronger again, you know, that matters everywhere. We'll just see if this pans out differently because of you know, the relative greater importance of the demo man and heavy, and the sniper matchup will continue, and maybe those spies can be the deal breaker. We'll see.
Well, it looks like our medic is trying to keep people buffed up as they walk out the gates here, and we are going to see the standard demo man jumping in, trying to get some kind of a caber kill maybe, but Zaylock's taken down right away, so that's not going to happen. But the red team, they've still got a pretty decent defense set up. Noko on the cloak and dagger right now, just trying to keep an eye on enemy troop movements, and Scarlet down, so a couple players here for the blue team, you know, washing up against the wall.
Check out Dave. This is not a common sentry spot. He ran this in our match too. Dave is known as an innovator. He runs things like the short circuit, is in love with odd sentry positions, which we had to tell him a few times, like, no, Dave, we can't handle that. But he has a passion for it, so it's always fun watching Dave.
Wow, good catch on that spy. Uber still forced here for the blue team, which means the Overseer will eventually have a nice little advantage. But actually, the Uber has been forced for the blue team as well. They need to get in there and deal damage to that sentry right now, but so far it is still staying alive. Most of the red team actually still up, so this may be where Heinz' team really gets a chance to shine. Scarlet down, Zaylock's taking a bunch of damage, and that sentry is getting spammed a little bit.
Dave teleporting out. He just figured the thing was going down no matter what, but well, no, he's going to get back.
Abandon the sentry. No, it's down. It's down,
yeah.
man. Maybe he just didn't have any more metal. But Noko looks ready to get some stabs, but I don't know if they're going to happen right now. Maybe just satisfied to give information on the enemy team. Got to stay really careful here, close to the edge, not falling off. Maybe wants to wait.
Here comes.
I don't know.
From Hay.
I don't know. Oh, okay, so Hay got the stab.
Yeah,
Noko's just waiting.
Finished off the soldier. That's big. That's going to give him this point easy.
Well, Hay trying to cloak up, but no more cloak left, so going to have to grab. There you go. Grab some metal. And now the cloak is back in full
Really
swing.
punished the demo for being out of position there. Was kind of separated from the rest of the team just because they fell back. And it seems the comps aren't quite as clean, you know, in these All-Star games because people are fooling around and not familiar with each other.
So
I'm watching people falling out of position because of that.
I'm watching the Hay cam, and it's like even though we're watching from Hay's point of view, I can't tell where he's going. It's not just the smoke; it's the fact that he turns around on a dime and he just knows exactly where he's going, and it takes me a second or two to catch up. It's like, right, okay. And by then he's already taken another direction change, going for the stab, takes down High, no problem at all. And so Hay is just playing a huge game.
Not easy on Blue. Not easy on Blue.
No. Gonna probably go for the sap here. Maybe just stab, taking down Napalm instead. So that gives a lot of good sight lines to the blue team. They are pushing that cart nice and fast. There goes the Uber, trying to keep actually Jake alive, interestingly enough. Jake not able to do a lot of damage here while that sentry's up, but now the sentry's down.
Hey pretty much gave his team this point.
Yes, he did.
Right there.
That was a beautiful play by the spy.
Could have seen a nice counter Uber otherwise. So. Or maybe a snipe on the blue medic from...
Yep.
Okay, so that was a big play.
Now it's going to be up to Jake, though, to make these plays, and he does get a nice headshot on his opponent, but not going to be enough. Napalm was fully overhealed, so 185 health, going to be enough to avoid a headshot or two there. Jake looking for more kills, but at this point, actually, the blue heavy is pushing things forward pretty hard. Oh, this is interesting. Dill actually waited and spawned behind. Nobody knows. Nobody knows at all. Dill going to go for a bunch of kills here. But he may get focused down a little too fast, actually. Going to have to retreat. And, that was going to be...
Spy battle going on up here. Hey, down.
No, sir, Dill. Good try, good try. But, Overseer down anyway, though. So, this game's getting kind of lulzy. And now I think Red's probably going to stabilize their defense a little bit here, right?
It doesn't look like it. Looks like they're going for that card.
Oh, soup. So good.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know. I think the defense, at least for a little while, is going to last for this third point.
See, you can kind of either hold this place by the arrow for a little bit, or you can fall all the way back to last. And right now they don't have to concede this point. They've got a sentry up, good positioning from their heavy and demo, so they're going to fight it out.
Yeah, so what you're going to see is that sentry will get wrangled frequently as players try and collect themselves up this ramp. Good kill on Scarlet right now, but Scarlet's the only one down at the moment for the blue team. We are going
Soldier's
to see...
not going to do a whole lot at this point for blue.
Well, a direct hit soldier would be really good against this sentry, though.
Oh, a direct... Oh, yeah. I did not know she was running that.
Well, she wasn't, but maybe should be. Bronze getting some nice kills on defense here, taking out Jake and Yusuf Toaster, and I have crashed. Did you crash?
Looks like Dave just conceded the sentry again to the Uber.
Give us a radio cast, man. I totally crashed out of TF2.
All right. The who what now?
Just tell us what's happening. Go.
All right. Blue is swarming the cart. Oh my gosh. God just descended from the heavens.
Uh-oh.
No, I really... I'm not good at this, but Red is having a strong hold by the arrow. But Blue just managed to cap with their scout all by himself. It looked like Red could have held that for a good while longer, but they did not see the scout sneak up to the cart and tap it in.
Tap it in. I like it.
Sniper's not peeking. Looks like we've got a nice little sniper matchup here. Looks like Jake is all they've got on the card at the moment.
Wow, TF2's taking a long time just to load
back
for me. What's going on here?
Blue is getting a major push. They're pushing up past the point all the way to the next choke. So, yeah, Red is going all the way back to last at this point. They just popped Uber, and oh my gosh, they're making a counter push. But oh my gosh, they managed to push all the way back to the arrow. Blue got a little overly aggressive there, and Red has pushed them back to the cart.
All right, well, that does mean we're going to see a little bit of a better time there maybe for the red team.
A little bit. Oh, gosh, but red lost a whole lot with that little counter push, and blue's gotten spawns and just popped Uber. So let's see if they can take the sentry out now. Oh, the Wrangler is going to save the day. Oh, nope, the sentry just barely goes down. Blue has no sniper, but otherwise the numbers are even.
I'm connecting as fast as I can, guys.
Oh my gosh, now they're pushing. They're trying to get edge through that choke. Oh, but Noko gets Overseer. That's huge, 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 huge. That completely disrupts the push, and Red's going to hold this for another at least 30 seconds.
Which every second counts. We're talking about a payload stopwatch, man.
Oh, on upward, it really does matter.
Come on, retrieve that server info. Let's go. Everybody wants to see the game.
Right now, they're just holding, waiting for the next Uber because Overseer went down. Sniper's doing some peeking. And Red is just hanging on to that Uber around the corner.
Come on, load. Not on Valve time, but on Sal time. Come on, load. Okay, I made a bad joke. It's not loading. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make a joke about Valve time.
Made a really good stab that I missed. Someone in the Source TV said, "Holy shit, that stab." I wish I saw that. Noko, one of the better trick stab spies out there.
Well, right now we've got Noko looking for more, maybe, and does spot a scout, but no, sir! Napalm, though, takes down Yusuf Toaster, and now at this point, I am back in the game, so I can actually see things, and the viewers can see things that are going on. Scarlet looking for an air shot, not going to happen just yet. The Uber actually popped really earlier for the Overseer. May not be good, but if they can take down Hein, they're... Oh! Hein totally down. Hay is ridiculous right now.
With a jumping headshot through several teammates, takes down Hein. Oh.
Hay is a hero among men, and that means the the Overseer will have. No, you should not be apologizing for puns, sir. We don't apologize for puns here on eXtv. The cart's almost there. Overseer is going to have a huge Uber advantage, even if they don't get the cart there right away. So things are looking pretty good. Hay down right now, but at this point, I don't know what the red team can do.
No.
And actually, they've gone
well,
crits. Yeah, they have. They've gone crits. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting choice. I don't know if it's going to pay off.
See, it looks like Blue Sniper Jake is lagged out, so that's a big deal. Sniper can make a huge difference at this point. It's going to let Red geek a lot more if they realize that.
Yeah, Napalm already taken down well, not taking down players, but doing some damage certainly. Yusuf Toaster down once again. Being double dominated at this point. Napalm looking for the kill on the heavy. That heavy, if he doesn't get flashed through here, he's going to be in a world of hurt.
Soup is so far, and goes down. That was, he did get a couple kills out of that. So
well, yeah, Hein's down. And at this point,
it looks like this is it. This is it. Blue has it.
Well, they could, but Napalm's still up there sniping.
That mini is up, and does Red have it? No, Red has no pyro or demo. This is it. Unless, oh my God. Unless Spy happens.
Spy happens so much.
I love that class. There you go. That's Noko.
That is why you play Spy. Stabby,
of
course.
I play it, for those moments.
That's it.
For those moments.
That is a beautiful cart save. Soup trying to stop this engineer, and he's gonna stop him easily.
That bought them a couple more minutes at least, or a minute at least, rather.
And that's a pretty huge deal. Soup laying down a bunch of damage, still going for the health kit, but it's not going to happen. Zaylox predicted that one. The Kritzkrieg going to go down once again for Hein. Valen trying to jump in and just stop this cart. He's desperate. He doesn't want them getting it.
On the heavy.
And meanwhile, we got Dave losing his sentry. Oh, Dave.
It's all about Dave right now.
Can he do it? No, Dave.
No.
Oh, you're so sad as the cart gets pushed in. Finally.
Right, but a good time from Red. 1040 is very decent. You know, typically 6 is, you should be very worried. 10 is decent. 14 is a hell of a hold. So that was good. We'll see a nice round here, hopefully.
So you'd say they were decent?
Yeah, decent. Some big saves. It could have been an excellent time, but some big saves.
And the phrase, by the way, everybody in stream chat is liking that phrase. Spy happens so much. Actually, comes from a comic that I read, and that in turn was referencing a Twitter account. The Twitter account, I believe, was called @HorseEbooks, It's basically a spam Twitter account, but unlike most spam accounts, it never designates people to spam. So it just like randomly posts stuff from random books. Completely, it doesn't like spam them at anybody. It just spams them to the void.
Oh,
and
no,
it's probably got like 1 million followers by now.
Looks like Jake is still lagged out. So, gosh, no sniper on this first point. Blue's gonna
Dominates.
It looks like Jake's gone and Paradox is now in. That is a
Okay.
shame.
Yeah, Jake, of course,
Paradox,
an
great
absolutely
sniper,
amazing sniper.
Sad to see my boy out of the action. Hope he comes back.
It sounds like there is a direct hit on the blue team right now. That will be Valen running the direct hit. A very important choice there. But hey, he's in position to get some damage done. And he's doing the same thing that Noko was doing earlier, using that cloak and dagger here. Seems to be a common thing for spies.
Yeah, I use cloak and dagger the most on payload red. Yeah.
Good try, hey. Not gonna happen.
You know, the action comes to you with payload, so the lack of mobility isn't quite such an issue, and you get to wait for those really clutch moments at the big stabs.
We got Paradox looking for some headshots here. We have not given Paradox any time yet, of course, because he just joined in. So, good little leg shot there on his opposing sniper. Napalm versus Paradox. And so far, things are looking decent for our red team. Now, remember, they've got to hold this for 9.5 minutes. Didn't set the world's greatest time there, but you know, they're trying. But I don't know, Stabby, can they actually do it is the question. Right now, dispenser pick, it's been taken out. Valen doing a really good job taking down the sentry gun with the direct hit. And so things are rolling forward very quickly. Finally, there is an Uber popped here. The Overseer not wanting to allow that first point to get capped, but it might be too little too late. You still there, Stabby?
Oh, just observing,
Oh, interesting.
analyzing, plotting.
Interesting. There is a buff banner going down, so the Overseer going to keep the players alive for just a little while longer, dealing those mini crits, and that's a big deal. Hein is down right now, and actually a lot of blue players are down, so that's going to be a blunted little push.
Already this is looking grim. This is not a good time for the first point. We're getting scattered and bleeding out. It looks like the coordination's not there.
Well, and you would expect that, seeing as this is an all-star game, so it's not like they've had a lot of time to play with each other.
Just gets a double stab, speaking of which, on the Pyro.
Yes,
and then
sir.
Engineer.
That's a little embarrassing as a
now
Pyro.
the medic goes down. You know, the calls just are... Oh, and he takes out the soldier, too. Oh, my gosh.
Ouch.
Hey. That's a huge 3K.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous.
That probably shouldn't have happened. Probably, but really taking advantage of the loose comms in a big way.
I'm going to watch the Zalox cam for a little bit as he starts laying down the sticky bombs, trying to kill his opponents here. And there goes a nice, aggressive defensive Uber. Zalox doing as best he can. He kills Soup, actually, with a nice pill. Not getting a lot of other kills, but at least he pushed the opponents back just a little bit more, taking some ground here for his team, and that matters.
Definitely.
So will Team the Overseer win once again? Looks like they just might.
Yeah. This is going to be really hard for Blue to recover from. It looks like they're getting demoralized and just scattering. Hein goes down again. They're trapped on the right. They're going to have to fall back into spawn or bleed out. It looks like they're going to bleed out.
I think they just might. Yeah, having Hein down for most of the round so far has not been a great boon to their team.
No. Have you seen what he's been dying to mostly? I saw one stab.
Yeah, stabs are good. I mean... Sometimes he's, I wouldn't say he's out of position, but maybe they just need to build an Uber and spawn.
Well, a lot of people on blue seem to be kind of scattered. They just don't have that cohesion that you see on a team, whereas red is actually functioning like a reasonable team. You know, they've gotten the coordination going somehow. Maybe their pug instincts are kicking in a little more fiercely or something, but... Blue seems to be kind of falling apart in terms of comms and coordination.
Maybe they were just really frustrated after that process match. Now, bear in mind, this is a stopwatch mode map, so the 6.5 minutes, that's how long the blue team has left to get it all the way to the end. But that 1 minute and 10 above it, that's how long they have to get it to the first point. And if either of those timers go down, they lose.
Either one looks possible.
Here you go, 60 seconds left. They've got to get this push, and they realize it. They know they pretty much need to get the cart pushed like ×3 the rest of the map just to have a chance of winning, and that's tough.
It's very tough. We'll just see what they can do with this. Doesn't look like they're gonna.
Not a lot.
Unless someone goes hero mode, which Dave is doing. That sentry is a big problem, and the combo has a high ground. I don't know if this is going to happen in 30 seconds unless we see a big play from the spy or a big rush on the card. Let's see. Red might play conservative and just give it to them.
Well, Bronze is doing a pretty good job there. He finally gets taken down. That's a lot of players dying in quick succession for the blue team. And now...
Sentry's been moved above the card, too. This is just... Yeah, this is over.
Yeah, we've got the red team basically standing on the cart just to make sure it doesn't get pushed over here. And Heavy wants to try and get some time down. They've got 5 seconds of overtime here to try and touch the cart. I don't think they're going to be able to. No. That is a beautiful defense by the red team. Oh my gosh. Team Overseer, too strong.
Yeah. Yikes.
So the question is, are they going to play a third map, or are they just going to be like, okay, that's it, we're done?
I don't know. I'd be disappointed for them not to, but it looks like we've got people leaving.
Yeah, we do. Well, regardless, guys, if people are leaving or not, I want to let you know that later tonight on Team Fortress TV stream, that should be twitch.tv/Team Fortress TV, there is going to be the Classic Mix-Up versus BP game, one of the most anticipated 6v6 games of the season. It's going to be casted by Seabear and DJC, two of the best casters in Team Fortress 2, so you need to go watch it. You need to go watch it. It's actually going to be playing starting in about 30 minutes, I think, 40 minutes maybe, so... be ready to watch that one.
Hi, and speaking of which, you do some casting and streaming, do you not?
I occasionally.
Might you want to tell me where I can find these fine streams? And
well, Stabby, I'm glad you're so interested in competitive TF2. If you wanna know more, you could go to my channel at youtube.com/fatmop, FATMOP. But basically tonight, if you want your live TF2 action, you definitely need to go watch. The Mix-Up versus BP match. They're the best teams in North America, the best casters in North America to bring you the action. It's going to be a good time. So anyway,
awesome.
And of course, Stabby, now that you're interested in TF2, in competitive TF2 especially, would you say that there might be a place people could go watch you stream?
That would be Twitch TV/StabbyStabby, one word. And if you want to see the videos, that's youtube.com/StabbyVideo.
Stabby Video also.
You can always use more members of that fine community.
It is a fine community.
So we're a community now.
Oh, you do? You have your own server, and I don't have
it. Server.
Well, I was gonna say I don't have it favorited, but then I realized it's because my favorites are totally busted.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't
resetting
know.
for me all the time.
They just every time I try to join a server, it's just like, oh, you don't have any favorites anymore. I'm like, oh. So I can't tell. It looks like they're changing the map, so we might actually have another round here. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
Yeah, I can soldier. Is that what we're missing?
I don't know, man. We're going to find out. We'll see what map we go to. Let me ask Hein if they're going to play another. Because he'll know. He's playing in this game. I'm starting to lose my voice, though. And here's Viaduct, so maybe they actually are going to go on to play your favorite spy map. Yes? No? This is your favorite spy map,
so.
right?
Oh, most definitely. I think it's just spy heaven. You know, it's just a million decloak spots. It's small, so, you know, you're very mobile. Lots of places to drop down from, pop out of. Really
Lots
easy to pre-cross the line when you're caught. Dog bread. It's got the full package.
Yeah, and good point, actually. Cold, one of our stream chatters, has pointed out, if you want to join Highlander and play in the official league, it's not hard. Just go to ugcleague.com, start playing. Get on a team, make your own team. There's basically Highlander, if you ever want to like consider there to be like an entry-level competitive mode, it's Highlander. So play Highlander.
Do it.
Do it. And if you're sitting there like, oh, but I don't think I'm a good enough pyro. Yes, you are. Do it.
You know, it's really, people get intimidated, but you know, in UGC, there are leagues for every skill level. You know, if you think you're just a pubber looking to get into Highlander, go Iron, form a team with your friends and have fun. You know, you don't have to dedicate as much time to it as a Platinum team. The point's to have fun, get involved in, you know, competitive.
All right, so I asked Hein if they're playing another map, and his answer is dunno. We are all out of soldiers. I'm telling him, put me and Stabby in. We'll do it. We'll play.
Yeah, if we're both soldier, that might equal to one.
It just might, yes.
Maybe.
And then we could both stream our POVs and like have soldier duels, and we just see who's better.
Who's worse?
Who's worse? Yes, that's the real question. People are going to be like rooting for us to fail. Heinz saying, I'm waiting for someone to protect me. And oh, that's harsh. It's not going to be me. I'm not going to do it. We'll see if they get a soldier, though. I don't have a lot of time left here. I'm already tired as it is. I got 5 hours of sleep last night and went to work and came home. And as soon as I got home, it was like, oh, time to get ready for the fully charged podcast. And then after that, it was like, oh, time to get ready for Highlander casting. So yeah.
Well, I've been a good.
I'm feeling
hour
it. I'm feeling
without
it.
a cigarette? I might
yes, you're
collapse
feeling
on
it.
my keyboard and go into convulsions.
Yep, that's
so
true.
We'll see. Don't smoke, kids. Don't smoke.
Yeah, don't do it. It's
terrible idea.
It really is. And I see so many people, especially in like South America. I was there over the break, and it was like all the kids thought it was cool to smoke, and they all smoked. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, I didn't say it wasn't cool.
Ooh.
No, it's not cool.
I was just like, yeah, you're gonna like rot your teeth out and destroy your lungs and smell bad all the time. But okay, if that's your thing, all right.
You fall into it.
Oh! Somebody posted my favorite thing in the stream chat. Hashtag cut for Bieber. I totally was a part of that. I did it. I cut my wrist for Bieber.
Oh my gosh. You've hit yourself in the head with a frying pan. Cut yourself for beaver. Are you into
masochism?
Yeah, Sal.
Possibly.
This is...
Possibly.
Although you did make some sweet cash from the frying pan, right?
I don't know if I would call it making cash so much as... I mean, in the crudest sense of the word, yeah, I guess I did. But, well, for those of you who don't know what that was about, what it really was, it was the I-46 tournament that was basically last summer, yeah, the summer of 2012. Looks like they do have a soldier, so they are going to play. So stick with us, guys. But the I-46 tournament, which was last summer, where we brought 2 American teams to Europe and went and dominated, that wouldn't have happened if we hadn't had the money to get them there. And the community did a huge donation drive, which I was helping to seriously sponsor. But the thing the community didn't know about that, at least they didn't know beforehand, was that I had actually already purchased everybody's plane tickets, like 18, or not 18, sorry, 12 of them. And I was basically, the community fundraiser was just a way to try and recover some of the costs that I had incurred. Not all of them, but some of them. So I guess technically, yeah, I got some cash for it, but it was cash that had gone out the other way and then some.
No, I actually misunderstood. I thought that TMP had bet you $50.
Well, it wasn't. Yeah,
so that's much different.
It wasn't a bet.
To you.
It was just like he was saying. He was watching my stream and he was like, "Well, I'll donate $50 to the fundraiser if you do this." And so I was like, "Okay, well, I'll do it then." And he wasn't the only one either. It was like TMP put in 50, and a bunch of other people put in a lot of money too. So that video alone of me hitting myself with a pan ended up netting like $500, I think.
Oh, right. Hey. I've got a frying pan.
I know, right? Yeah, you can make a lot of money with the. It's called slapstick comedy.
Okay, noted.
I think the Three Stooges perfected it. Hopefully we do get this game started pretty soon. I am already tired enough as it is. I'm gonna be late to work tomorrow, and my boss is gonna be angry. I'm gonna be like,
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
okay, you do that.
Can you
do that.
carry this?
I
for a bit,
no,
Top?
but I'll do my best.
Okay, I'll just be a couple minutes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's just you and me now. It's gonna be a Salcast for a little while as we wait for the match to start and for Stabby to get back. So tell me, I'm gonna have to have you guys contribute to this cast a little bit. The Overseer's team, Team Overseer, has easily been defeating Team Hein. Do you think they're gonna do it again? Are they gonna win again, or is Team Hein going to win this one? Give me your thoughts. This is basically like asking Team Edward or Team Jacob right now. Give me your thoughts. Team Hein or Team Overseer? I'm awaiting results. The results of the survey. Survey says we want Dave. Okay, survey will be answered by the Dave cam. Dave, there you go. He's on scout right now. Whatever. Heiner Seer. Okay, that's very good. That was a troll that I totally didn't expect at all. I mean, I'm gonna call it for Team Overseer. They seem to have their stuff together, I think. Shown they're not to be messed with. That is correct. They are not to be messed with. And there you go. Dave's gonna go ahead and actually use that new engineer weapon. I like it. See if he actually manages to pick up a sentry or a building or something. Oh, nice shot. The thing about this gun, though, is it does so little damage. It is not a gun to defend yourself with. And if you're also using the Wrangler, you don't have a pistol to defend yourself with either. So you just end up being a very low damage class, except for your sentry. And so the whole point of this is, I guess, to just revolve things around quick building movement. But, you know, it's pretty cool. It's a cool weapon. Dave deciding he doesn't really want to use that on this map, though. Probably a good idea. Probably. Oh, Napalm with the sick headshots. Oh man. Okay, Stabby, you gotta get back, man. You gotta come back and save me from this because I am losing my voice. It's been a long time since I've actually casted for this long in a row.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so sorry.
Hey,
right,
making the
started.
sick pre-game stat. No, we haven't started yet. They're still waiting on the last one. Scarlet's back in, though, so they should be able to start pretty soon. I'm losing my voice. That's kind of the point here.
I can try to talk a little more.
I hope so.
Try being the keyword.
Hey,
Not one for jibba jabba.
It's just talking. That's all it is. You don't have to talk about anything in particular. You know, you just start making up words. Okay. This is Dave Plus.
Oh my. Well, it looks like they're having fun at least.
Yeah.
So we could talk a little season 9 gossip. Looks like we're gonna have the return of GG this season. That should be exciting. MTS will be coming back, but with a different roster. BPM's looking really strong. I think they're going to be a team to watch out for this season. I think they're going to be a lot stronger than last season, even. Tangerine is gone and is actually.
Now hang on, BPM. We got to point out here. BPM stands for Baby Punching Marathon.
Yes, but no, not a marathon of punching babies, but a marathon of babies who are punching.
Oh, that's totally different than what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair.
A little less evil.
Well, yeah. So that just makes it sound like something the Heavy could say. You know, entire team is babies, and they have a marathon of punching. Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
Still, I think it would be hard work after a while to punch babies. Like you could make a marathon where every mile or so after you're running, you punch a baby, and it would be the baby punching marathon. We are starting the map though.
Marathons.
Man, I am just awful tonight. Over on Fully Charged earlier, I was talking about killing orphans, and people were like upset at me for some reason. I was like, well, come on.
What?
Well, dude, they're orphans. Obviously, their parents didn't love them. Why should I? But anyway, we've got the blue team. That is going to be, once again, Team Overseer. Pushing out to the point right now, and if I have not offended you enough, well, I will try and think of new ways to do it later tonight. Stab, I'm going to let you take us away here, though.
Right off the bat by Noko on the engineer. And, she escaped with that temporarily. No, she got chased down. Engineer's an important class on this map. That dispenser behind the rock is pretty key. Those mini sentries just keep the area on lockdown. Hell for scouts and pyros. So it's a big part of the spy's job on this map to keep those minis and dispensers down.
And Napalm getting a nice headshot, but even that may not be enough. Well, the team has pushed forward, though, and Team Hein has finally captured. Oh, Paradox with a nice shot. Highlander has immediately dropped his Uber, so I think we're going to see a pushback in from the blue team pretty soon here. Hay taken down by Napalm. And the blue Uber comes in. It's a free Uber. There's no Hein. He's dead. Zalox, of course, getting himself some nice kills up here as well. And I was just reading the stream chat for a second because I love my stream chat. Zalox going to take down quite a few players probably with this sticky launcher. No, not quite yet. In fact, there he goes, taking down himself. And this point is trading hands faster than Pokemon cards in junior high school.
Oh. Swing and miss by Hay. Not a big deal, though. Blue's gonna have to regroup. Looks like Red's gonna do a forward hold, get nice and aggressive. Dumbo goes down, so that didn't quite work out. Or red rather. Blue's gonna take the cliff.
So I want to point out that we've got Dill actually on the soldier running the Beggar's Bazooka. This is an interesting choice.
Rumored to be banned upcoming season, but it didn't happen.
Oh my God! Satan just got a ridiculous. He got the oft-fabled Beggar's Bazooka reflect. Yes, Noko with a ridiculous.
Pyro and Engineer. I don't know how. Those are
and there goes an Uber.
Weak calls tonight. I imagine the mumbled must just be chaotic.
Chaotic is probably mild. Probably mild. So at this point, I think blue team is going to lose this round. They're down by a minute. Anything could happen, but I'm sorry. I'm trying to get a little bit softer here, as I think everybody else in the adjacent departments are all asleep.
Oh my! What time is it where you are?
It's like past 10.
Oh my goodness!
I know, right? I'm an old man and it's late. I'm craggy. I want to get my sleep.
Noko with another 2K. Great positioning.
I just need to be on the Noko cam. Gosh, what am I doing?
I told you, spy action, this map.
That's true.
This was to be expected.
And there's that spy and it's 3 hands.
Although, she's really freed up to do this because Blue is running a level 3 sentry, so she doesn't have to worry about minis and revealing her location. Whereas Hay has to worry about that responsibility. Level 3s are unheard of on this map, really, and I don't think this is working out for him.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. Hay has some fantastic spy movement, though. Gonna go in right behind the heavy, and what? That's even. I know that's just not. That's not right. That is not right. If I were a spy, I'd be upset about that one. Anyway, Hein's team may actually win a round here. This is a pretty big deal. It's overtime. It is, in fact, overtime, Stabby.
This Noko's on top of the scoreboard, and deservedly so. Yeah, this was her round.
Okay, well, let's see if Noko can handle another couple of stabs here. Gonna go for the giving Overseer some Uber instead.
She gave him a saw. That's too bad. Might be what they need. We'll see. You can see
Zalox is.
viaduct, so.
You can. In fact, we saw one there.
Forward hold, so this doesn't look like one. This looks more like. Red's got the cliff. Blue has this distinct Uber advantage, though, so they could take that back.
Oh, Zalox with the damage. The sick damage.
Okay. We just got a call from Blue. Let's see what they're going to use it.
We got Scarlet getting shot out of the air there, but still dealing some decent damage. Zalox taking out a sentry gun. Hay is starting to get in behind the enemy team. And this is where it gets a little scary. I don't know what's going to happen, but, I mean... actually, Hein's pretty close to Uber now of his own. Hay, realizing that's an enemy spy, can't really do a lot about it. He sees Hein. He's going to go for a complete and utter face stab on that pyro. That, I don't understand.
No such thing. No such thing.
Okay, tell me, look at the VOD of this match and tell me that wasn't a
will.
face stab, okay?
I will.
Okay, bro? Because it was
Slow it down.
totally
You
a
called
face
stab on
stab.
me a couple times, Sal.
Well, okay, in those instances I was wrong, but then I learned this was still
Okay.
100% to the face.
Okay.
Anyway,
You're an honest man. I'll trust you.
but we do have, oh, ouch. We have the blue team actually holding a surprising amount of time off of this clock. There's only 45 seconds left. Remember, if they can hold this for 45 seconds, they actually win the round, and Team Hein still hasn't won one.
Okay. Looks like the spy's in really good positioning, though. No, she screws the pooch, and that level 2, I don't know. Somehow they're holding this, and I don't know how much of that it has to do with. I may be wrong. I haven't seen the sentry do much, but maybe it was just what they needed for this super long hold.
Yeah, I mean, a level 2 sentry is tough to take out sometimes. Napalm doing some good damage here, but Soup is down. Hein trying to build this Uber up. They've got some time on the point, but there goes the blue Uber. If Hein can stay alive, no, never mind.
They're all separated. That Scout's going to try to get some time on it, but Red's going to need... Oh, my gosh.
Are they going to get it?
Oh, my gosh. Really? Are they gonna let them
my.
have this?
They can't. They can't possibly. No,
That
okay.
mini. See that mini?
Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage, but at this point, Soup's down. The Mini's going to get taken down pretty soon.
Oh, my gosh. You know, here... I don't know if this is over yet.
Good damage coming in by Paradox and by
Yeah, here we
Zaylox
go.
still.
Here we go.
That's going to be the round. Team
Wow,
Overseer,
great round.
very close round, but Team Overseer still winning, still
What was
keeping the
that, a
streak
2-minute
alive.
hold?
Yeah, 2.5.
Quite a while.
That was a very long hold, and I think the Overseer team is going to be very happy about that. Going to have some good motivation. Zaylox laying down the damage. Spies exchanging. Soup is down. Let's find a spy. We're going to find the Hay cam. Hay going to try and decloak inside the house. Go for the upstairs stab. Maybe spots the med. And an
Just
immediate
got,
stab.
The sniper
So yeah, both spies doing an incredible job. Noko probably still alive, huh?
just went down to the pyro.
Oh, okay.
Went for a stab on the medic and didn't quite land it.
Well, that means that there's going to be a big Uber advantage for the Overseer. Oh, never mind.
There it
Never
goes.
mind. And so it's
Sniper
anybody's
spy
game.
man.
It's anybody's game right now. It is. It's such a sniper map, though. It's pretty ridiculous. Napalm taking out
There's another
Zaylox.
example. Yeah.
We haven't had a lot of pyro focus on this, and actually Monochromatic Bunny using the flare gun, just trying to light people on fire from long distance. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter how long. Oh, nice stab. Hey, once again, proving how worthy he is of being one of the all-star spies. And what is going on? What was that? Okay, I'm having graphical bugs. That's not good. Not good. Ah, here you go. You get to see one of the underused features of the detonator jump, trying to get Monochromatic Bunny up onto that cliff, but turns out it didn't matter that he was actually up there.
He's been running that weapon a lot in our sixes matches, and he's turned my opinion around on it. Those detonator jumps can be really useful.
What on earth is happening with Dave? Wow. Oh, that was kind of funny to look at. I don't know why, but the sentry gun was like right in front of him as he was moving around. I don't know what was happening. Finally, Team Overseer resecures that point, not letting Team Hein have a lot of points, a lot of time off the clock at this point. I'm running out of breath and I'm running out of voice, man.
All right. I'll jump in here. The blue team currently has the point. And looks like Red's going to try and push up the cliff.
My throat's on low and my brain's on empty.
Oh no! All right. I'll go into the turbo boosters.
Oh, there you go. Turn on the NOS.
Okay. And look at this. Blue's still running level 2. Why are you in that little corner there? Now that's... I love camping that corner of Spy because it's got so much coverage. It's really immune to spam, and I've never seen even a mini use that spot. I hope this isn't going to be common because I love having that spot available.
Yeah,
That's very interesting.
That's a scary spot to have a sentry. The only way to really assault it with a sniper especially is going to be from a place where the sniper is really exposed, that staircase.
Right.
And they're not going to like that.
And I'm sure he's got a Wrangler to protect it from across away, so we'll see how this works out.
Use of Toaster with a nice
Nope.
kill on
Sentry
Napalm.
down. Yep.
Yeah, Noko will take it down, but is it going to matter too much? Because once again, Team Overseer with a big time advantage right now.
You know, he's getting up to level 1. He's treating them almost like minis, you know? Blue's giving him so much support that he can really afford to get that level 1 up before they can, you know, one-hit it. So, gosh, it's been working for him.
Yeah, I like that. That's Copper side Abe Lincoln. Scarlet doing some good
like
damage
Red's
with the
lost their
rockets.
Demo that, or now who do they lose? They have
Soup,
eight,
yeah.
and, well, looks like okay, they have a. Looks like Dill has gone demo in response, so now they're missing a spy. Noko and Soldier.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that was Soup that lagged out, and so that of course means
I'm so going spy.
do it. Get in there.
I'll continue commentating.
But yeah, we do have the red team trying once again to push forward. They're not going to get this. There's just too much presence at the point for blue. There's no spy for red. That's not a good situation to be in. And so this round, ladies and gentlemen, the Overseers team, unstoppable perhaps, completely unstoppable. What do you think, Stabby?
They've proven themselves to be the more coordinated team, and looks like the DM's about equal. So it doesn't look like this game's going to shift.
All right, well, you heard it here first, folks. This is over. It's it. We're done.
Well,
Get out of here.
We'll see.
We will. You never know. Maybe red team can turn something on here. But with a man down, and basically, Hein even told me, hey, we're not taking this too seriously. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's the All-Star game. They're just playing to have fun at this point. And fun times are being had. I hope you viewers are enjoying it as much as we are, because this is a fantastic time. People getting lit on fire by the detonator once again. Did I call it the flare gun? I might have called it the flare gun earlier by accident. I'm really bad at this. But yes, the detonator. I know. And Sons of Hamarchy. Who is Sons of Hamarchy? You've got to have this guy on your friends list. He's from the Syndicate.
Oh yes, he's currently he's Arthur from Bonus last season.
Okay.
Now he's our heavy for the Syndicate. That's right.
Oh.
He also plays on my Sixes team.
So this is Arthur,
A
huh?
very talented man, Arthur.
What, is Arthur the one who's from like Sweden or something?
I don't think so.
Okay, sorry. Polk had always said there was a European heavy. No, ALX. That's what I'm thinking.
That would be.
Yeah.
No. That would be. I would remember at some point.
I thought it was ALX. Anyway, Arthur does seem to be pretty good at this himself. There is a buff banner going off right now. I don't know if that was not Noko, in fact, so that was her opponent. And this is not a bad job with the banner, certainly. Nobody really dying from it just yet. But one thing they used it for was just to take ground and take the point, and it matters.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, guys,
Well, looks
I'm
like
tired.
I'm not jumping in here. But that's okay. This is over.
It kind of is.
Might
It's
as well
pretty
not
much.
disrupt.
Well, we pretty much just watching people DM at this point. And that's always
Yeah.
fun too. We got pyros getting reflects left and right. We got spies. This is a spy map. Hey, going for the headshots. It's not going to happen that time around, but you never know. And an Uber coming in, so Team Hein still trying their best, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. Hein wants to... Oh, I'm sorry. Hay wants to stab, not Hein. You know. Instead he'll settle...
I will settle for an Uber saw stab, I'm sure.
Watching the Hay cam is pretty incredible. He knows exactly when he can get back into a fight because nobody's paying attention to him anymore.
Mm-hmm. Very fluid movements. Great ambassador name. He's just... No one would leave him out of their list of best spies.
No, sir, not me. And there you go. Nice stab on Noko, who's currently playing Demo Man. Hay somehow managing to... Oh, no. That's not going to happen. Nice kill by Paradox, keeping his opponents on the ground. And Team Overseer, I'm pretty sure they got this wrapped up. This may be the last round you guys get to see tonight.
Indeed.
Hein telling me they didn't have Soup actually for almost 2 maps. So that's kind of funny. He was completely off and on. That may have been a big contributing factor, because remember, Soup playing the Demo Man, he's really good, and you really need a Demo Man on a Highlander. So that might do it.
Most important class in Highlander, generally, yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that means we are done, guys. So do, of course, hit follow right here on eXtv. You get to see a lot more Highlander as the season continues. And we've got a documentary of that whole I-46 thing I was talking about earlier. We're releasing that slowly but surely. It is getting worked on, I promise you. I've seen several pre-production scenes, and they are all looking good. Looking fantastic. Of course, I am on youtube.com/fatmop. FATMOP, if you want to hear more of my commentary. Stabby streams like every day to twitch.tv/StabbyStabby. And this has been the UGC Platinum All-Star Match. Go watch more UGC, play in the UGC League. It's all fun. Stab, you got any shout-outs for me?
Shout out to the Syndicate and eXtv for letting us do this. This was a lot of fun.
All right, well, Mix-Up versus BP is going live in 10 minutes, apparently. And yes, it has been a fun time. Sorry you didn't get to be in this season's Most Wanted Spies list, but you were only off by 4, and you've been in it like 3 times. So let's be fair. I think you've had your trophies.
I'll just go back and polish those and live in the glory days. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks so much. Thanks so much to Stabby. Thanks to the viewers. Thanks to the players. Pretty much thanks to everybody in the world. Just thanks. Thanks.
Except that guy, you know.
No, I don't. No, I don't like him at all. Get out of here. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm signing out. Go watch twitch.tv/Team Fortress TV for the BP Mix-Up game coming up in 10 minutes.
Whoop-de-whoop.